Hello everyone. Welcome back to our campaign as the Achaemenid Persian Empire. It is episode 6, and we are currently just waiting for our war exhaustion to drop a little bit. I almost said droop, which doesn't make sense. We're currently trying to import food, but I worry that that's going to cause us to go into a deficit if we're not careful. Thief in the library. Oh god, no. Our scholars report that important scripts in the library of Pasargadae are missing. Search for them? We actually have enough Diplo points to reduce our war exhaustion even further. Alright, yeah, we may as well just wait for that to drop to 0. Careless advisor, man. Foreign advisor, Arshama Ardashid. Who is this again? He is the one improving our relations. We're going to keep him. I can't imagine anyone is currently spying. Consequences of debt slavery. We've just gained 1,500 slaves. Estate modifier expired. Alright, our auxiliary troops, rather, have expired. We can now invest in raiders, and we will do. Which is going to increase our corruption? What the fuck? How does that even make sense? What? Why? By 0.7, too. Okay. How does that even make sense? By 0.7%? Okay, so that's actually increased our corruption by a very, very small amount, apparently. Okay, let us get some more infantry. I think the second army here... What in the world? There we go. Our second army is still a little weak. I may get some skirmishers. And actually, let's check out the first army. It is 833. And we currently have, what, 29 open slots. So that would be like a 14... 15 split, something like that. We could get an additional unit of skirmishers for Kairosh. Kurosh, rather, not Kairosh. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We are currently still importing food. Let's just import until we hit maybe like, I don't know, 400. And then we can turn it off because it's actually draining our treasury. We'll also turn it off if we begin to lose money. Alright, prosperity in Pasargadae is pretty high. Alright, we're beginning to lose cash. It's time to turn off the importing. We currently have 354 food. Okay, slaves will provide a modifier in relation to the state's development. They can also trigger events which give development or money. Yeah, I don't understand the state's development. Like, has anything grown without me knowing, maybe? Is that possible? It's very hard for me to say. Okay, as far as economy goes, we're still... horse imports. Persia isn't famous for its horse breeding. Only a few villages and farms have horses which they breed. That's the reason why we need to buy new horses from our neighbors and friends. Okay, we can lose... 39 ducats. Oh, yikes. Okay, well. We'll go into debt briefly so that we do not have any issues further down the line. And this actually enables us to recruit those units, as I had mentioned. Currently, we're at 11. We have space for 2 more units. Let's get some more skirmishers. And now we can just hold on to this cash, pay off that loan when necessary, and alliance from area. I believe they are a vassal. Okay, they are no longer... they're no longer a tributary state. They're a full-on vassal now. That's interesting. Well, I do not want an alliance with them because I think that could be a bit of an issue once we declare war. Now, Girha does not like us. They are on our border. I would rather they like us. I'm going to also increase our relations of Drangiana, possibly Bactria while we're at it. There we go. Okay, our merchants are doing fairly well. Pushing a bunch of money forward. Oh, there we go. Satri. Oh, great. Cyrus the Great is now tolerant. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay, this guy is crazy. He's a legendary leader. He's got a silver tongue. He's tolerant. Amazing. How much longer? It's gonna take forever to build these roads. Had I known, I probably wouldn't have taken that mission, that mission, because there's probably missions we could take that would put us well on the route to declaring war on the Medians, possibly without us suffering the stability hit. That is entirely possible. We'll never know because it's going to take 1,000,000 years to build that road, and it's going to take 1,000,000 more years to get another mission. Yikes. Apparently it's 3 years to build roads. Who would have known? Roads aren't that hard, you know, you just flatten stuff, you throw some rocks down, basically. How hard could it be? I mean, what do you need, drainage? Is that an issue? No, it's a road. You know, like, water has no effect on roads. We all know this. Landslides. What are you talking about, landslides? It's no such thing. Alright. We're also going to get an additional unit of infantry. There we are. So now... Whoop. Scholar Tiridata of Miran has died. Yikes. That is not ideal, to be honest. Now, we can hire Artabanus. Artabanus sounds better. That will reduce our institution embracement cost. That would also reduce our administration technology cost. Because apparently he's an excellent mathematician. And that seems like this is the guy for me. Artabanus. There we go. So now we only need 549 power. It's actually not that large a reduction. So that's going to allow us to get the next group faster, I guess. Alright, actually I wanted to look at war exhaustion. We are at 2.6. We are going to quickly reduce it again with our Diplo points, and then we can look at declaring war on the Medians. There it is. Now, as far as I'm aware, we actually have our Casus Belli allows us to have claims on all of their provinces, as far as I'm aware. So all we need to do is defend the capital. And having done that, I don't know, does that mean we will then gain any states, or is it we need to be independent, wait a time, and then declare again? Well, it's hard for me to say, but I feel confident that there is no better a time to declare war than now. We have very low war exhaustion, we have max manpower. The only thing I could hope for is more gold and not a single loan in the bank, but I don't think we can wait any further. Time is just, you know, ticking on. Kurosh is getting older and older. We need to utilize him as best as possible. whilst we can. Let's just see one last time if there is any single way. No, they really don't want to join a war until a year from now. No. There's no way. And I mean, looking at this, the Medians really have very few troops. Nothing we can't handle. Okay. We're going to declare war. Whoop. Wrong button, wrong button. There we go. We're going to declare war. The second army is going to march to defend against area. The first army under Kurosh is going to... Am I building a unit somewhere? I can't say. This is in fact the army of Farnaspa. Farnaspa, there we go. This is now the army of Kurosh. Boom. Okay, he's going to march north for Ekbatana. Okay, here we go. Let's declare war. Boom. Of course, we're going to lose stability. Our corruption is stable. Just tick that up like so. Alright, here we go. Well, I suppose I could have waited for my troops to be organized, but no. An offer. Rent condottieri from Assyani. Where the fuck is Assyani? All the way up here. Assyani is offering to rent us the army Warband of Eastern Karakum, which is 6 units of cavalry. 0.89 per month. We will have to pay the total cost for the first 12 months, 1072 up front. This army does not have a leader. Well, I think that is certainly something we can sustain. Excellent. Where are they? And when do they arrive? Whoop. We have gained the Casus. Oh my god. The invasion Casus Belli against Babylon. Why? Okay. We've gained all sorts of Casus Belli, but I'm not entirely sure why, truthfully. We are going to be lacking a leader, apparently. I think what we ought to do is just split the cavalry between our two armies. The main issue being, we're not going to have enough... we're not going to have enough infantry to cover all of the cavalry we've just hired, but I'm not against, you know, getting cheap troops like that. Oh, looks like the Aryans are apparently marching to join up with their Median overlords, which is not an issue. I assume Kurosh can handle it, but we will instead send Farnaspa to besiege their capital. If we could get them to peace out quickly, that would be great. So currently, Sagarsha and Medea still have quite a lot of war exhaustion. Let's see if we can cut off the Aryans. Get like a pincer movement going on. Pretty certain we can. Although they're pretty quick. I think they have actually outmaneuvered us, unless we go straight north. Although, having said that, I don't know what armies lay beyond the fog of war. You know what we could do? We could take those 6,000 Assyanian cavalry and just use them to raid the Median Empire. That way we will be able to fund our war and hopefully pay off those loans. I don't know when those men are going to show up, though. That's the only thing. Now, I want to check ever so briefly for supply limit. We should be good once we hit Area 51. Okay, we're going to turn around and find some Median armies. It looks like the Aryans they've just run off into Parthia. I'm not too intent on pursuing. I was hoping to just get into Koana, but no. Let's check for supply. We are good in the majority of Medea. God, that army is taking forever to arrive. Let's head for Ecbatana. See if we can besiege the place. I have to say, I would be very interested to see if... I wish I had a Harpagus of my own. Harpagus being the Median general who turned over many troops, many nobles to the side of Kurash. I need a guy like that on my... Fuck me. Oh no. There are 30,000 Medians heading my way. The second army is far away. What sort of defensive bonus do we have? 15. What kind of army do they have? Ooh. Artabatsana Payam is actually pretty good. Artabatsana Spandiad is also pretty good. You know what? This might not be... Yikes, this might not be such a good situation for our good friend Kurash. He is going to arrive far too late. Oh no, he's going to be 2 days early? 25th of January. Okay, I'm fairly certain we're gonna make it out, although this leads me to believe we will not. Oh my god. What just happened? Oh, fuck. Okay, thousands of Medians just threw themselves apparently onto the spears of Kurash. It was so quick. I didn't even have time to process it. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I only hope we can do the same against these 26,000 Medians. Like, man, our morale is so much better than theirs. I guess it's because of our prestige. We have a legendary leader. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, well, he's done it. Kurash has done it. Okay, well, we can continue the siege of Ecbatana, apparently. Jesus Christ. Okay. The second army is still roving around. Is it that I don't get control of the mercenaries I've hired? Is that what's going on? Because that would be incredibly disappointing if they were just chilling up in Assyria. Oh well. Okay, well, shouldn't be long now until the Aryans give up. Oh. Bactria wants to give us a huge army as well. Under Tirdati's Kekper. 3 gold per month. We cannot afford that. Alright, things aren't looking so hot for Kurash at the moment. Can he turn it around? Sure as hell can. Because he's crazy. Oh no, we lost. We lost all of our infantry. And we have basically nothing left. Okay, he's gonna have to return to the... I got too cocky with Kurash again. I see a trend here. Well, at the very least, he made it out with his life, as did his troops. They're gonna return to the capital, which is basically all we need do. And we're gonna have to send... Oh. We may have to send the second army in because the Medians are getting a little fresh. Looks like they're marching into our territory. Alright, let's defeat the Aryans. Let's recuperate some men in Kurash's army. Oh shit. I have a feeling these guys might arrive in the nick of time to wipe me out. Oh no, great earthquake in Sudra. Okay, that is far far away, too far for me to particularly care, unfortunately. As cold as that is. Well, shit, we lost 11 score because of that battle. We were doing so well, too. Okay, you gain 21 more war score by achieving the war goal. The war goal being defend the capital. Okay, so it's going to tick upwards towards 21, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, here comes the second army. They are going to be attacking the Aryans pretty soon. I'm pretty sure Kurash can recuperate in time to fend off all of these dudes. Maybe we'll Ooh, another blasphemic advisor. Good God. Army recruiter. Okay, we can definitely not lose our army recruiter. We need as many men as we can get. Oh, shit. We're beginning to lose men. Rather, beginning to lose territory to the Medians. Oh, God, these fucking Aryans. It's that classic, fun, interactive part of EU. Just chasing armies around. Yeah, we're beginning to lose territory now. Good lord. Well, I have to say... Oh, here they are. The 6,000 cavalry we've hired. Oh shit, they actually look pretty badass. Excellent, they are beginning to conquer area. That's all I could have asked for, really. I just need them to, you know, help me out a little bit. We won the Battle of Suzia. Lost a shit ton of men. And Farnaspa has gained the defensive planner trait. Well, I think we just ought to help out conquer area, although having said that, the Medians have 18, 19, 23,000 men here. Okay, no, we need the secondary army to reinforce Kurash. Still. We're only getting 870,000 men. We just received so few reinforcements. Oh, Lycia, Ephesus, Lydia. Can you help me out here, buddy boy, or no? They're not into it. It is too late to draw them into this war, I guess. Alrighty, let's continue on. Persia occupied northern Margiani, which is where? Oh, I see. Our mercenaries are doing the work. We're getting the credit. Okay, we just need to brace ourselves for some battles. Okay, looks like 4,000 Medians are coming to wreck my shit. We're gonna probably a truce with Israel. Interesting. Wouldn't it be Judea at this point, not Israel? I can't say. There we go. The Medians have just, again, throw themselves on our spears, and they have just been wiped off the face of the planet. Now that we have our secondary army in place, we can use them to pressure the Medians away from Kurash. We still need many, many, many men in this army, though. Could probably use an additional unit of cav. Let's check our land force limit is dropping, actually, because the Medians are occupying territory. Okay, well, let's maneuver here. Maybe we can crush these 13,000 men between our two armies. With Kurash at the helm, there's nothing we cannot do. Okay, we're going to dodge this battle. And hopefully the Medians will get bogged down in the fort in Pasargadae. I just really need my two armies to join up now. And the Medians should really be focused on preventing that from happening, but here they are, doing dick all. Just going straight for the capital for no reason, I guess. Siege of Aspidana is over. Shit. Okay, well, we can invest in new technology. We can unlock some admin tech. Alternatively, we can boost our stability, which would reduce unrest, increase taxes. I think I want to... Yeah, fuck, it's really cheap. Well, not as cheap as it ought to be, but comparatively to our points. We'll boost stability a little bit because we will probably need it to be a little more stable once we have won the war. And we're going to wipe these 900 guys off the battlefield. We've built the roads in Thospis, gained some production. Now we can placate Babylon. Okay. Looks like we have a battle coming, and I think our secondary army is going to arrive just in the nick of time. So we are not going to be able to improve relations all that much. I think 100 is the cap. Okay, this may this may be not a good... This is not a good mission for us to have. We are going to try. I'm fairly certain 100 is the cap. Yes, it is indeed. Okay, well that's a bit of a failure, but it was the only mission available. Let's just see how this battle goes. Come on, you assholes. 2 more days. He's gonna be a week late to the battle. Jesus. Well, the Medians aren't doing so hot. They're attacking us in the highlands. We have a defensive bonus. We've won. Many, many Medians dead. Let's head for the capital. The secondary army's coming in. Together we can push against the enemy. Where are you guys going? Come on. I really wanted to get Area out of the war, but they have too many men. Maybe I have to send Kurash personally to Area, because it does not look like Farnaspa has the skill to wipe these armies away. So this is what we'll do. We will make our way towards these larger armies. We will reinforce with the secondary army, send the secondary army up to besiege. I'm fairly certain Kurash can do it now on his own. These Median armies are small. We still are reinforcing several thousand men. Plus we have our mercenaries coming our way. Man, I'm glad we didn't hire those Bactrians. That would have been disastrously expensive. Okay, let's continue onwards. I mean, we are chasing the Medians away. So we're gonna head for Aspidania, and I think I want to improve relations with Egypt a little bit. May as well go for some of these other... I want to improve relations with Phoenicia. Eventually we're going to have to, you know, contend, or at least, you know, speak with these powers, because we're going to be a military power ourselves. Oh man, Lydia declared war upon their new enemy, Medea. Well, that's not so great. Well, it's great for us because we will get our independence, but at the same time, I would much rather not lose any territory, as I've said many, many times previous. Okay, well, looks like we're getting into another battle with the Medians. Not sure which army it's going to be, maybe the 4,000. It is indeed those 4,000. Let's just reconquer Aspidana and defend. And we will send the secondary army up into area for the capital. I think if we... we cannot negotiate a separate peace, so I'm gonna have to fucking siege the entirety of... Oh god, the Babylonians are getting in here too. Well, I guess in a way they are they are supporting my independence, in a sense. Okay. If I were to ask for peace with the Medians, what could I do? So currently we own one province of Arsacia. So if I were to go for like Kanatha, maybe I can seize that. I don't know, we have to besiege it and control it first and foremost, but at the very least, I just wanted to point out that is maybe something we can do. It's entirely possible if we go for Ecbatana, we can take, you know, whatever we want. Olympic Games of 207. Oh my god, chariot racing. Shit, that's amazing. Our mercenaries are helping us out. Lovely. Slaves escaped. Motherfuck. Yesterday, a big amount of slaves managed to escape from a farm. How many slaves escaped? I don't know. It was a big amount. It was more than 5, less than 10. No, more than 10. I got that backward. I don't know. It was a big amount. That was not our problem. We send soldiers to find them. Let's do that. Alrighty. Once we reconquer our own territory, we should be okay. Once we reinforce, we should be okay. Persia occupied Tabai. Wonderful. Babylon annexed Ammon. Oh my gosh. Where was Ammon? Down here. Babylon's getting bigger. Motherfuck. Alright, we are 32 minutes in. Maybe just a few more minutes and we will end the episode. Okay, well, things went a little awry for Kurash. Got overwhelmed in Media at the capital. But I think the Medians now have their hands full. Looks like they're in many, many battles. And we can probably start pushing north. Once we recapture our border territories, once we get area out of the war, we can start pushing into Media proper. And hopefully... Oh shit, aristocrats send troops. Wow, the nobles have rallied... Wow, the nobles have rallied their soldiers and mercenaries together and send them us for the ongoing war. Okay. We don't need help in this war. Shit, that's cold. We need those soldiers. They will gain influence and we will get 3 units of horse archers in the capital. Okay, well, we'll send them to... We'll send them up to Kurash. Maybe, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll have them act independently. And they... Oh, Tiradata of Gerbayagan. Excellent. They're going to raid. Actually, you know what? I want for Farnaspa. Well, it's not too important. But anyway, we'll send these guys to raid Median territories whilst Kurash brings up the rear. And looks like we will be supported by our mercenaries, which is costing us what? Whoop. Gift from Drangiana. Okay, so they've given us lions and big cats. Bactria wants military access, sure. War exhaustion is high. Let's look at tech. Are we falling behind at all? Possibly. Okay, we're going to invest in admin tech once we get the points. I think we only need like 10 or 20 more. Another month or 2. Speaking of month or 2, the siege of Aspadana should be concluded. There it is. Now we're going to march for Gerbayagan. Gerbayagan. It's hard to read sideways. There it is. So that's going to allow us more states. That has increased our administration efficiency a little bit. Alright, let's see. Stability. We now can have 15 states. We're going to definitely complete the state of Arsacia. And... we could go after Parthia because we have one little province already. We actually have a few. So we may as well seize the Median portion. And what would it take actually to declare war on the Parthians? Well, we have to get independence first. Is there... Okay, we are indeed looting, actually. Just a little bit, 1.1... Okay, well that's actually offsetting a lot of our... That's offsetting our deficit, definitely, and boom, we are now many gold in surplus. Persia occupied Apamea. We're going to continue looting before moving on to Samina. And we should be capturing Gerbai again pretty soon. You know what, this is almost like... This reminds me of how the Assyrian Empire fell. It was many powers forming a coalition, going for the capital. As we can see here, the Babylonians are besieging Ecbatana. Okay, there we go. We'll wait one more month, we'll get the loot, and then we will move on to... what is this? Ghana. Actually, let's... Oh! What in the world? Oh no! Shit. Farnaspa just got ruined by a bunch of men. Okay, he's returning to Pasargadae. That's not such a huge issue though. That's just not great. That, again... That lost us 17 war score. Good God. I was not aware that was coming. I was not paying attention. I didn't think it was possible that they could sidestep us so easily, but they did. Anyway, everyone, I really ought to end it here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. When we come back, we will continue into Medea. Alternatively, we may have to crush these armies in area. Looks like they are... Maybe the Medians are hoping to relieve the Aryans, but by that time we will have made major inroads into Medea. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, leave a comment. The more feedback I get, the more likely it is we may continue this series. I'm definitely enjoying it, and I would not be against continuing it if people will watch it. As always, my name is Incoherence, you guys are fucking awesome, and I will see you all later.